are you doing? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for the subscriptions, the likes, the shares. Thank you so much. So today's videos, we are going to look at the strategy dimensions. Yes, so in 1988, before I start off, please, let me hope you've read the verse of the day. Yes, let us grow together spiritually. Read it. Let's grow together. As we grow academically, we also grow spiritually. So let's start off. In 1988, Henry Minsbach described the many different dimensions and perspectives on strategy. Minsbach concludes that there are 5 dimensions of strategy. So I'm going to first mention these dimensions and then we shall look at them bit by bit. So first of all, number 1 was strategy as a plan. These are the different dimensions of strategy. Number 1, strategy as a plan. 2 is strategy as a pattern. 3, strategy as a position. 4 is strategy as a ploy. And we have strategy as a perspective. Those are the 5 dimensions of strategy. So I want us to go back and look at each dimension in detail. So strategy as a plan, this is like a directed course of action to achieve an intended set of goals. Just like you set a plan, you're trying to derive a course of action to help you achieve your set goal. How you're going to achieve your set goal. Course of action is just like the means to achieve something. So strategy as a plan, that means strategy, when you define strategy as a plan, it could be a directed course of action to achieve an intended set of goals. And then strategy as a pattern could be a consistent pattern of past behavior with a strategy realized over time rather than planned or intended. That means we looked at strategy as a plan. That means you've directed the means you're going to keep using to achieve your intended goals. But with strategy as a pattern, something just keeps happening over and over again. It is consistent and it is a pattern of past behavior, something that you've been doing. It keeps happening, and in the process, it becomes a strategy that you have just realized over time. You did not intend it, you did not plan it, but it is a strategy that is helping you achieve your goals, that just kept recurring over time and again. So that is strategy as a pattern. And then we have strategy as a position. Strategy as a position looks at locating brands, products, companies within the market based on the conceptual framework of consumers or other stakeholders. So you put you strategize yourself, you give yourself a position in the market. And then we have strategy as a ploy. This is a specific maneuver intended to outwit a competitor. Just like you look at the word ploy, if you're plotting against somebody, you're creating a ploy. So it is a specific maneuver, a specific, let me say, passage that you have, or method that you have come up with to outwit your competitor. Maybe Coca-Cola, let us say Coca-Cola, Crown Beverages is competing with the okay, let me just say Coca-Cola and Pepsi. The thing has run out of my head, but we understand what I'm trying to mean by that. So Coca-Cola and Pepsi are competing, and then Coca-Cola just comes up with a strategy that will help them outwit the competitor on the market. So that is using strategy as a ploy, as a way to outwit your competitor, as a specific maneuver that you use to outwit your competitor. And then we have strategy as a perspective. Strategy is about more than the chosen position. It is also about the larger perspective. It's important to find out how different target audiences perceive the organization. So we talked about strategy as a position. You just give yourself a name in the market. Make sure you give yourself a position in the market. You give yourself a brand through brands, through products, companies within the market and everything. But strategy as a perspective tells us it is not just about getting a position in the market, but also ensuring that the target audiences perceive you in a certain way. So you find out how these target audiences perceive your business, perceive your organization. So that is our fifth dimension of strategy. And I want us to look at the hierarchy of strategy before we can close off. So we have just 3 levels, just like you have seen the levels. You've seen these different levels across various cost units: the corporate level, business level, and functional level. Or maybe you've been seeing them as top level, then we have the middle level, and then we have those lower levels, or operational level, business level, strategic level. They have various names according to where you find them. So for this case, we are having corporate level, business unit level, and then the functional level. The corporate level, this is where this is what businesses are we in, or should we be in. So under the corporate level, this is where we define the business. You define what the company is in. I mean, what business your company, the company is in, where it falls, in which industry it is falling. Then you set the overall structure, system, and the processes. So the strategy types may include growth, stability, and retrenchment. Those are the strategies at the corporate level. And then we have the business unit level. Here we are looking at how do we compete in a given market, in a given strategy business unit. So we have deciding how to compete, identifying competitive advantage, and selecting key success factors. Here we have a strategy that seeks to determine how an organization should compete in each of its SBUs. We also have the various strategies under business unit level include cost leadership, depreciation, and market focus. Then number 3, we have the functional level. How do we support business level strategy? Here we have coordination of company departments or areas to support achievement of business strategy and objectives. We also have focusing is on improving the effectiveness of operations within our company. So that is it for today. In my next video, we shall be looking at topic 2, which is industrial analysis. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like.